What is going on, guys? So today, got surprisingly the weekend off, and what can we say? We'll do feel like doing a disc replay run. Yeah, seeing if we got any new releases. Believe Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, and Furiosa came out. So hopefully Disc Replay has a copy of both of them. Sometimes people will just buy stuff and they'll just get rid of it for the money. I don't understand why, especially if you're a physical media collector like me. You tend to go for that type of stuff, and you don't really tend to let go of it, because eventually, next thing you know, you could have, some titles could eventually become out of print, and which, I kind of got lucky enough to find a couple of those that are actually in my collection, which hopefully someday I'll show off. And so with that, you guys, let's go inside Disc Replay and see what's there. And we're back. Here. Let's move some stuff, shall we? Yeah. Been working on stuff, and I've been trying to get stuff organized and whatnot, but that tends to take a while, especially when you have a collection like I do. So we are back from Disc Replay. So I also decided to hit this small little thrift store as well while I was out and about. I have a couple movies there. So got 3 movies from there, and one book to add to my Stephen King collection. One that I do not have. I've been wanting to read for a while. And mind you that the booth that I got that in was 75% off, which is awesome. So basically I got this, the first book in the, I think it's the Mercedes trilogy. So here we have the first book. We have Mr. Mercedes, one that I've not read yet, but I know that I think there's 2 more in this series. I think it's End of Watch, I think, is one of them, and I cannot remember the second title for the life of me. But anyways, finally glad to have that in my Stephen King collection. And then the booth that I found these movies in, they were on sale for like $1. So I'm like, cool, why not? So here we have a movie from the early 2000s, starring Josh Hartnett when he was way up there. He's getting real popular. We have the 2-disc deluxe edition of O, and have to add into my WWE movie collection here. So we've got this is a reacquisition. I used to have this years ago and got rid of it, but now it's finally back into the collection. We have starring Stone Cold Steve Austin in The Condemned, and then we have, I think, one of the only Wes Craven movies I don't have, but we have the unrated version of Cursed. I know this isn't that popular, but hey, I'm not going to complain when it's only $1. So speaking of good deals, let's just say good thing I decided to go in today, because let's just say that not only did I, when I was checking out, not only did I find some good stuff, but apparently I also had a 20% off coupon to be redeemed. I'm like, sweet, that's even better. Alrighty, so I got some Blu-rays and I got some DVDs. So let's get through the DVDs first. Alright, so let's see here. So first off, we have, let's see here, where are we? Where did we go? There they are. Okay, so first off, mind you, they always usually sell stuff for about $3.33 a piece, and they always have that sale where it's you buy 3, you get 3 for free. So I'm like, cool. Alright, so first up, we have something that I've been trying to hunt down forever. I've finally got this particular run of the series, but I think I'm still missing the 80s revamped series. But here we have, I'm going to try and check the stickers off here as we do this. Of course, the original series of this was first started off, of course, by Mel Brooks. And then, which I still have yet to watch. And, of course, Steve Carell did the modern-day remake, which was hilariously good and awesome. But here we have Get Smart, the complete series. Now, what do you mean that this is the complete series? It looks like it's only a single disc. It is. Okay, rather than a single DVD case. Yes, the complete series of the 1995 revamped series. So this is basically the final time that Don Adams and Barbara Feldon would reprise their roles as, of course, Maxwell Smart and Agent 99. So here, then up next, we have, well, this one here. Yes, I have this movie already, but I really couldn't help myself because when you see that, when it has the words limited edition on it, I mean, you gotta grab it. Of course, this was basically The Rock's feature film starring role. Yes, he played the role as the smaller version of it, and with the film beforehand. But here we have the 2-disc limited edition of The Scorpion King. Now the DVD is the exact same, but this actually includes the soundtrack, which features, of course, all of the various artists' soundtrack, which is awesome. Of course, with the song, that sets the movie, of course, I Stand Alone by Godsmack, which is just absolutely badass. And then, well, we have, something to add to the realm of early 2000s, Utter Stupidity, which got a lot of us high schoolers in trouble in those days. And, what can we say? After all these years later, that crap is still funny. And so it kind of dawned on me that I have the 7 movie set, which has all of the movies and all that stuff there. But it kind of dawned on me that I did not have this particular DVD, which is exclusive, I think, to the multi-pack set. But here we have Jackass: The Lost Tapes, and this is all the original stuff that was never aired on TV. And what can we say? It's going to be fun to sit back and actually, watch this. Now, I don't know if YouTube will censor that specific word of however it is, but whatever. I could care less. So, all right. So then up next, we have a multi-pack set, which I was not expecting to find. Now, the funny thing is, I think I only have the first movie, and I had no idea that they were still making them. Of course, I remember the first movie being, very heavily, marketed with some sort of rap song. I can't remember what the name of the song is, but it starred Jake Gyllenhaal. But here we have the Jarhead 4 movie collection, which has all 4 Jarhead films. And so, yeah, it'll be fun to actually sit down and actually watch the 3 sequels. Then up next, I've been waiting for this thing to go down in price because I don't know why, but it always seems like whenever I would go in there, this particular, DVD was always $10, and I don't know why. It always irritated me. And of course, the label's going to come off. Good Lord. I hate stickers. Start disappearing. There we go. Alrighty, so wow, that's funny. It still has a Meyer sticker on there. Yeah, remember what? Oh wait, Meyer still sells DVDs, but it's kind of terrible. But anyways, so here we have the Ultimate technically it's a 3-disc set because it comes with a digital copy. But here we have the Ultimate X-File Edition, which has loads of bonus features on it. So here we have the X-Files, I Want to Believe Ultimate X-Files Edition, which has the extended cut and the theatrical version, featurettes, and of course, disc 2 basically is just straight up a documentary, which is cool because this thing always used to be $10, and I got it for free. And, well, speaking of X-Files, I also had to pick this up to go along with it because I'm a huge fan of that show. Hopefully one day I can find this entire show and get it in high definition on Blu-ray. I would love to see that in my collection one of these days. But I'm slowly trying to get everything that physical media-wise that is released to X-Files. I've got most of it. So here we have the X-Files Revelations, which is basically a set which has basically 8 episodes that were handpicked by Chris Carter and Frank Spontiez to coincide with the X-Files movie, which is Fight the Future, the first film. And also with that, we got ourselves a couple of Blu-rays as well. Yes. So not bad at all for all that. So for, as far as DVD goes, but this first Blu-ray, I've been I used to have the DVD of this movie years ago, and I think it wasn't working very well, or it would always freeze on me. I don't know why. That's just kind of the early days of DVD. But now that I have it here in awesome high definition, one of the best movies of the late 90s, and at the time, we had no idea if it was going to be rated R or if they were going to cut it down to PG-13, because that was a huge kind of flashback, like controversial thing because of the subject matter. But none of that, though. It's one of the best noir films of the 90s, which you don't see hardly anymore. Here we have Curtis Hanson's classic L.A. Confidential, starring, of course, Kim Basinger and Kevin Spacey, Guy Pearce, Danny DeVito, and a very young Russell Crowe. This was early on in his career, just before he made Gladiator a few years later. But it's loaded with bonus features and stuff like that. And I know I have the 2-disc DVD version of this, but the reason why I keep that is because it has a CD sampler soundtrack that comes with it. Alrighty, then up next we have a film which I saw a trailer for and it looked fairly decent. So, sometimes I'm in the mood for a good, outer space thriller. This one looks pretty decent, and surprisingly, Walmart has this there for like $20. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to spend $20 on a movie that I really don't know a whole lot about, but it looked decent. And so Disc Replay had this on sale, had this marked at like $6, which is not bad. So here we have ISS, International Space Station. Kind of reminds me of that movie Life with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal, or it's like an outer space. Basically, something goes wrong and everybody's blaming everybody or whatever. But it sounds pretty cool. So, alrighty, and finally, these next two. Let's just say I have been on the hunt for one of these for quite a while, and I know that the sale is going on right now. But the problem is, the thing that I just do not really like, in my just my opinion about Key to Lure, is that no matter what you get, like say if you're just wanting something or whatever, they want to charge you $8 for shipping, and I think that's just in my opinion just a little bit too much, especially when you could be buying a whole other Blu-ray for that price. But this first one, I've never heard of before, but all I know is that Gene Hackman stars in it, and it's directed by Arthur Penn, who also directed Hackman in the classic 1960s film Bonnie and Clyde. So here we have Gene Hackman and Matt Dillon in Target, which I've never even heard of, and it sounds interesting. So, yeah, but it's kind of nice that it has the trailer and, of course, has the audio commentary on it. But hey, at least that's something rather than nothing. But, something to add to the Key to Lorber collection. And finally, I can't believe that they have this there for $6, because I looked it up on Amazon, and this is one of the more fairly recent releases that they have put out. And, what can we say? It's awesome, and it actually has, oh, sweet, it has the reversible artwork. And I wonder if Target has reversible artwork. Let me see. It does not. Okay, so let's just go ahead and swap the cover around here, and we will show what it is here in a minute. Because it came with the slipcover, which is awesome. So that way we can change the artwork here. So, all right. So, that's better. All right. So, now this movie, the funny thing is, I was actually watching The Abyss earlier, and I'm like, I've been trying to find that other movie that's kind of somewhat like The Abyss, but I think it stars Peter, the RoboCop, I think. And it dawned on me, oh, yeah, that's what that movie is. And, well, lo and behold, they had this there for $6. I kid you not. We have the Kino Lorber edition of Leviathan. I have been waiting forever to see this movie. I have never seen it before, but it is absolutely jam-packed with a few extras, but which is absolutely fine with me because, what can we say? I've never actually seen this. I've always wanted to see it, and what can we say? It's also directed by George Cosmatos, who of course directed one of my favorite modern Western films, Tombstone, and he also directed Rambo: First Blood Part 2. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to finally have a Leviathan in my collection, and yeah, just sounds really cool. And I think there's another one that's called like The Deep, I think, which is kind of similar or something like that. But yeah. So, all right, with that, you guys, that's it for the disc replay update. Not bad at all for roughly about 20 some odd bucks. So there you go, hours upon hours of entertainment. All right, so with that, you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And with that, I'll see you next time. See ya.